Welcome to Ardenglen Housing Association's video on how to end your tenancy. This video will explain how to end your tenancy with Ardenglen Housing Association. It will cover the notice period, rent obligation, end of tenancy inspection and other things that you should do before leaving. We're sorry to hear that you've decided to give notice to end your tenancy. If you think that there's anything we can do to help you stay, please speak directly with your housing officer. Otherwise, you're required per your Scottish Secure Tenancy Agreement to give us a minimum of 28 days notice. This notice period will start as soon as you informed us in writing that you wish to end your tenancy. This can be done via email, by letter or by completing our standard giving up notice. We ask that you provide us with a forwarding address, updated contact information and the names of your gas and electricity suppliers. You will be charged rent for the full 28-day notice period and any extension you may need beyond the required 28 days. It is expected when you hand in your keys that you will be leaving us with a clear rent account. If this is not possible, you will be required to make and maintain an affordable payment arrangement. Please remember that having former tenant arrears can prevent you from accessing social housing in the future, so it is important that you keep up payments after you leave. If you are in receipt of housing benefit and moving to a new tenancy, we will assist you in applying for housing benefit on 2 homes. This will be considered for a maximum of 4 weeks. During your notice period, we may ask if we can bring prospective tenants to view your property. We can do this at a time which suits you and we will always request your prior consent. As part of the end of tenancy process, our maintenance team will arrange an end of tenancy inspection either by home visit or telephone within a few days of you confirming your notice period. The reasons for conducting an end of tenancy inspection are to ensure that the property will be completely empty of all property and personal belongings when handing in the keys. This includes carpets and floor coverings. It's also to take details of any outstanding repairs that we could carry out before you leave at a time that is convenient for you. It's to confirm that any fixtures and fittings which you have installed without our permission must be reinstated into their original condition. It's also to highlight any damage that you're responsible for repairing prior to leaving and that the property should be cleaned and left in a good decorative order. If there are any damages or the property is not completely empty when you leave, you may be recharged for the cost of the work to repair the property to our standard. We will write to you separately with an estimated cost and can make an affordable repayment agreement with you. Some approximate charges are outlined on the next slide, but if any further recharges are identified, then they will be charged individually based on our contractor's invoices. In order to prevent any recharges, we will clearly outline steps to be taken at the end of tenancy inspection. As part of this, we will try to complete as many outstanding repairs as we can before you leave the tenancy. Some of the most common reasons for recharging outgoing tenants are for not leaving the property completely empty. This means clearing out all rubbish, belongings and furniture unless otherwise agreed with the office. This can cost up to £120 depending on the volume of items left. If internal doors need to be replaced due to damage, a standard door costs £80 and if a fire door needs to be replaced, this can cost £300. Replacing a broken or damaged bath has a cost of £120. And if you have non-standard light fittings, these will need to be returned back to standard pendant fittings before you leave. If we have to do this after you leave and hand the property back, the charge is £20 per fitting, so replacing 4 spotlights would cost £80. If you fail to hand in your keys and we have to force entry to the property and change the locks, this costs £90. And any kitchen damage is individually assessed and the costs are based on the price quoted from our contractors. If you have a gas cooker which needs disconnected prior to leaving, please ensure you contact our maintenance team to arrange this at least 2 days before you leave. You will not be charged for this service. If you have made improvements to the property during your stay, you may be entitled to compensation. Please see your tenant's handbook or tenant agreement for further information. This does not include decoration or floor coverings. Before leaving, you should take a note of gas and electricity meter readings and contact your suppliers to advise of your new address. This will ensure that you are only charged up to the tenancy end date. You should also contact council tax to notify them of your move, and this can be done by filling out the change of address form on Glasgow City Council's website. You'll find this at www.glasgow.gov.uk/council tax. If you're in receipt of any benefits, you should contact the DWP by phone to notify them of the change. If you receive universal credit, this can be done through the online journal. You may wish also to contact the post office and request a mail redirection. You can choose how long you want this to go on for, and there is a small fee for doing this. On the day that you are due to hand in your keys, we would ask that you try to do so by 12 noon. A member of staff will meet you at the office and you'll be asked to sign a key receipt. If for any reason you require an extension on the 28-day notice period, you should contact your housing officer as soon as possible to discuss this. Please note that rent will be due for any extension period given. As Ardenglen do not hold a set of keys for your property, if you fail to hand in at least one set of keys, then you will be recharged for the cost of forcing access to your property and changing the locks. If you have any other questions relating to this video, please contact your housing officer who would be happy to help. You can contact us by phone on 0141 634 8016 or by emailing info@ardenglen.org.uk. We hope that you found this video useful and would like to take this opportunity to wish you all the very best for the future.